What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Collector 251, Ambassador for Collex. If you're on this video, you probably are wondering, what is Collex? How do I operate it? This is the first of many tutorial videos that I'll actually do to help new followers out, since it's such a stressful thing to try to find out what the value of your trading cards are. We're just going to get right into it. You're going to open up your Collex app. You're probably not going to have any followers. You're not going to have any listings. You're not going to have any values in there, any likes or anything. So you're just getting started. So you were gifted cards. You found cards in the attic. Your husband left and left you a bunch of his crap that you're trying to figure out, hey, how much is this stuff worth? I need to sell it. I don't want to keep it, or you're on here just to kind of get a value for your insurance collection, for, insurance purposes. Whatever the case may be, welcome to Collex. I am an ambassador of the app, and I'm here to kind of coach and train you through on how to effectively and correctly use the app. So we'll jump right into it. Let's just say you want to scan your first card and you're like, hey, I just want to learn how to sell. Let's jump right on into it. I'm going to scan a baseball card. I already have one laying down here. So if you're on this screen here, your home screen is a little person to the far right. Make sure that that's selected, not the home. Either way, you're going to be able to get to the camera icon down in the bottom middle of the screen. So we're going to click that. It's going to bring you up. Now, I know this is a baseball card, so we're going to go ahead and click baseball, and I already have the card laying here. So you can choose front only on the left or front and back. Just depends on your preference. A lot of times, it is very time consuming. I'll do front. If somebody really wants to buy the card, they can ask for more pictures, sharp corners, whatever, close-ups, if they are interested in buying the card. So for the purpose of this video, we'll do front and back, just to kind of show you the process. There's a camera button in the bottom middle down there. You're going to snap the front because it's saying scan or upload the front of your card. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then it will prompt you to scan the back of the card. So we'll just flip that over and we'll place that on the table like so in the top loader. And we'll go ahead and snap that. What the AI will do is that they will upload your card and find a value of the card. All right, so we're going to check this here. It's a 1992 Pinnacle Willie Randolph, and we're going to see that the estimated price on that is 20 cents. So we're going to go ahead and click the arrow button. Now, I would actually say, looking at this card, I would say it's in pretty pristine condition since it's been sitting in the top loader since I've had it. You're going to look at the cornering, all four corners of the card. Make sure that there's no wrinkles, smudges, any misconstrued information on it. You kind of want to check for spelling, and a lot of collectors are weird like that. Now, if you're not into that, you're just saying, hey, Ken, just show me how to value the cards. I'm here to do that. So basically, it's going to be a drop-down box, not graded, PSA, BGS, SEC, SGC, other. This is going to be a not graded card. It's in a raw state, raw meaning that it's not graded and encapsulated or graded by a professional company. Now you're going to click not graded. It's already going to default to that. And we're going to say that this is probably in a near mint condition. Near mint meaning it's in pretty dang good, perfect condition. Perfect condition means that I would have had to pull this out of the pack wearing gloves, went straight into a penny sleeve and a top loader, and never been touched by your human hands. That would be mint. A lot of collectors do collect mint, and it's very important to kind of gauge the quality of your card. I'm going to say this is in near mint. So as you notice, if I put it in very good, it's in 20 cent range. If I change it to near mint, it's 30% range, and I change it to mint, it's going to be worth 39 cents. Okay. I'm not going to do that as far as being mint. We're not professional graders. I'm not a professional grader. I don't work for SGC, PSA. You don't either. So if you want to just leave that, unknown, you could just leave it unknown. It's still worth 20 cents. Now, let's just say we want to add that to our collection. We want to go ahead and click Add to Collection, one card. And we're going to see that that actually populates on the top of our list. Now we want to actually list this thing for sale. Now, I want to walk you through here when you set up the app, which will be another tutorial, but I'll kind of walk you through if you don't know nothing about shipping, you've never shipped anything before in your life, let Collex handle your shipping. To do that, when you set up your profile, you actually click on the wheel icon in the top, in the middle, and you're going to go down to, seller tools down here and shipping settings. And we're going to say buyer pays for shipping, and Collex will generate it for me. Okay, if you're professional and you've created shipping labels before, you want to save a little money, 10, 15, 20 cents, doing it yourself, be my guest. But each card, raw and a top loader, is going to, default to a 0.4 ounce, weight. So you can probably fit 3 top loaders in a USPS standard size envelope, which is going to be, you're going to want to keep your tracking for the buck that they charge Collex. They charge each buyer $1 plus whatever they buy the card for. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and save this information. So if I don't want to have to deal with all of this, I want to figure out how much shipping. I don't have a scale. I don't know how to weigh anything, and I really don't know about shipping anything. So I'm going to get into that in a minute. So we're going to make sure you hit save, and we're going to go back to our card by clicking the little collection deal down here. Near the home, that's your home. This is your collection screen. So we're going to click on Willie Randolph, and we're going to say, we know that this card's worth 20 cents. Now we want to actually view what others are charging for this card to see if we're going to be in line. So we're going to hit view more prices, sales, and listings. I see that there's no current sales for this card for the 283 users that have this card on the app. Now, you can go to eBay. You can go to a lot of different places to look this up. What I like to do is go to 130point.com, and you can look up those values to see what they've been selling for. So we'll actually head on over there to the app now, and it's going to be 130 point, and I'll actually put that all in an email and in the description below on this YouTube video. So what I do here is we're going to say, you want to search, there's a little search bar down here. We're going to just type in Willie, and then make sure the spelling's all right, Randolph, okay? And then once you type his name in, you're going to turn the card over, and you're going to type the card number in. This is exactly how I do it all the time. So we're gonna click on all items for sale. You can click sold items to see first if this card has sold on eBay or anything, and you'll search for it. All right, and you're going to try to find that exact card that we listed in there. And so far, I am not seeing that particular card listed as of yet. So we're going to keep scrolling. We're going to scroll as much as we can. Okay, so I'm not really seeing Willie being sold with the exact card that I have at the moment. So what we can do go back up when we get tired of looking is that we'll just say all items for sale, and then we'll submit again. It'll run a second search for you to see what's going to be fair. All right, so 1992, this is the card, the first one here. Now, basically it's saying 31 items found on eBay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down, and we don't see anything. So we can click the 31 items found on eBay, or you can arrow over and actually see what people are. Okay, so current price is $1. All right, so buy it now, best offer, $1, $2. Okay, so the prices are all kind of over the place. So you're going to see exactly how this is kind of work. So at this point, if you're just trying to sell the card, the average cost. Okay, so eBay doesn't let you sell anything less than 99 cents unless you're running an auction. Auction means I'm going to set it up there, highest bidder, and I'm going to offer free shipping. And most times people and sellers miss out, but they have thousands and thousands of listings that they're trying to get rid of. And there's no way you can get rid of the shipping costs. In this case, we know that they're already going to have to pay $1 to get it shipped. So do I want to actually list it for $1 and then make them pay $1? when they can get online on eBay and buy it for $1 for free shipping? Or do I want to list it for 20 cents, charge them $1, they end up paying $1.20, and you can sell a card. So going back to that, we're going to just make up our mind here, because there's no other people that's, selling this card at the moment. All right. So we're going to go back and let's just say, hey, we want to sell it. All right. We want to go ahead and hit sell card, and it's going to ask you, what's your asking price? What do you want to make out of this? Because you have to keep in mind, everything that you're doing here, they're already paying $1 for shipping. Raw cards and graded cards are going to cost differently. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just say, hey, I want to try to get a quarter out of this thing. All right. So the time Collex takes their fee and they pay $1.25, you probably will make 23 cents after fees and everything once you ship the card out. But you're putting it in a top loader, a penny sleeve, and, you're buying envelopes. So, really you probably make about 13 cents on the deal here, but you're getting rid of a card. They will give you a credit once the buyer receives the card. And, cards are going to cost differently. I'm just using this one as an example. I mean, there's $5, $10, $15, $80 raw cards that you're going to see. Just because you see a card's worth $100 when you scan it doesn't mean that it is. So we're going to go ahead and list this card for a quarter. So we're going to go ahead and list that for a quarter, and we can actually go back to our collection, and we'll see now the little sale tag next to it is for a quarter. So that's really how I wanted to walk you guys through on listing a card, looking up a card, what the values are. Now we can actually go to eBay itself, and I want to actually show you the eBay side of it, and just to show you what I was talking about. So we're just going to go to eBay, and we're going to go to the search bar here, and we're going to type in Willie Randolph is the card we're looking for, and we all know what it looked like. And we're going to go ahead and type in 382 with it. All right, and we're going to hit search. Now, what it's going to do is populate that search. What we looked it up on is 130point.com. It's just basically showing you that these prices are going to be all over the place. All right, so this person wants $1. All right, 66 cents shipping. Buy one, get one free, but they have 17,000 seller feedback. All right, which is a big deal when you're selling on eBay. Okay, these people have gotten 17,000 positive reviews, which is awesome. All right, so we know in our mind, if we're selling on Collex, Collex is charging $1 for shipping. All right, they have this marked down 50% off just to kind of run a sale. All right, but that's not even the car we're looking at. All right, so I'm just telling you guys, just using an example, but we're looking at this card right here, the 1992 Pinnacle Willie Randolph 382 Baseball New York Mets. All right, they have 7,000 positive feedback at 100%. They want $1.75. So realistically, if I wanted to get away with that, all these are $1.75. All right, all the cards that we have are $1.50. There's $2.50 to get the card. But here's another one I wanted to show you guys. 508,000 seller feedback. They want $1.49. So we can get 20 cents or 49 cents. See, they're not even telling you the condition of the card. We're going to click this listing. All right, Burbank Sports Cards, ungraded, near mint, or better. All right, so they're using a range there. I guess when you're selling so many cards, you can use a range, and people are going to keep coming back if they have to have the card. So all in all, we can actually go in here and make an educated decision and say, you know what, ours is near mint or better because it doesn't have mint corners. It's not scratched. It hasn't been dropped. After you inspect it, you can kind of come up with a good game plan. You can change the listing price, and I want to actually list this at, let's just say I want to try to get 40 cents out of it. They're still going to get it less from me at 40 cents than $1.49 buying it on eBay from somebody that's got 508,000 positive reviews. So now I want to list that card again and say, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to do it at 40 cents. Now, the important part is to understand if you can entertain offers if you leave that setting on, which I'll get back to now. Now, if you just say, you know what, I don't want to accept any offers. The price I put in here is firm. I'm not going to negotiate. I'm not a negotiating person. You're never going to sell anything. But you have that option. If you're proud, like I said, proud people never sell anything, and you'll never get anywhere. If you go to seller tools, again, if we go to accept offers, you can turn that offer on. But by toggling this setting on, you can submit a price offers to cards as a deal, which means they can add 4 or 5, 6 cards to the same deal and say, hey, you know what? I want all 5 of these cards. I'm going to pay you $12 for them. You can either accept it or you can reply with a counter offer, which is important. We'll get into that in another video. But when you stop accepting offers, buyers can only buy your cards with the set asking price, which is, a lot of people, if they want the card, they may offer you 25 cents less, but you'll never get that deal because you won't be able to get those offers in your inbox. So keep that in mind as you're going forward. I'm giving you a lot of information to take in, kind of, showing you the ropes, but, if you want to, you can remove this asking price. You can scan all these cards in and then go and research all of these. I like to do mine one by one, and I'm not telling you guys to do that. But, me being a personalized seller, I'm going to put a grade on mine, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people see unknown and raw. They're not sure that you know what the grade is, and they'll pass right over you because they're not positive that you feel like what the grade is on it. Very good means, okay, there might be a few cracks, splinters in it, scratches, little dings on the corner. Fair means, it's still legible, and poor means it's in crappy shape. Somebody bent it, sat on it, slept on it for the night, forgot to put it up, left it out in the dust, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to say my card's pretty near mint. I'm pretty sure about it. So I want to save that because sellers, when they, sellers sell and when buyers buy, they're going to look for a specific grade. They're going to look for a specific grade of card. And I'm not saying it's a lot of rocket science behind it, but you definitely want to make sure you do your research before listing a card. And I want to get into another example in another video, but if you scan a card, this says it's worth $100. It probably isn't raw. And there are cards that are worth that. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that it's not. But a lot of these card prices get skewed because of the fact that they were sold graded, or they were signed, they were limited, they were numbered, paralleled. There's a lot of different variables involved when you're looking at cards. And that's what I'm saying. If you get into a situation where you're having to select the correct card, make sure you select it. You just don't want to scan it and take the app's word for it that they have the right card, because sometimes they don't have the correct card in there. Okay, so that's very important that you look at those listings when you're going to add that. And I'll go into another one here. Let's just scan something racing card that I have. All right, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Racing. And let's say we're going to scan this just a little. All right. I forgot that I'm only going to do the front. All right, so I want to do front only on this. So let's do just little. All right, and it'll find it. All right. If the AI is working correctly. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. All right, so Carolina Blue. Now, I know that there's different variables on this card. So this is what I'm saying. Carolina Blue comes up as it's a blue card. I have the same exact card, but you see the differences. Carolina Blue is a different card than I have, but my scan is an all-white border with green. So we're going to just keep going through this until we find it. That is not the correct card. That is definitely not the correct card. That more looks like the card that I have. So I see, because it takes the value from 1 cent. If you're not choosing the correct card, and I don't choose this match that Collex has, I have the wrong card in my collection. All right. So now I'm going to click X up here in the top left-hand corner, and I want to add that. Okay. I want to hit the arrow on the bottom right. And I want to say, okay, I know that this is in a near mint condition. Its estimated average price is around $2.50. I'm not going to list that card for sale yet, due to the fact is I need to go through the process again. Now, let's see how many estimated price is $1.10. So let's go view more prices and sales listings one more time as we're adding another card. This is the front. This is what the back looks like. It's Panini. It's 2021 Donruss. 2 users have this card, me and me. Okay, so what I want to look it up. I want to sell this card for. 2 users have this card on the app that scanned it. That says, hey, you know what? I have this card. So $3 free shipping, 508K. $2.25. But these are not the right versions. You'll see the red, the green. I have the white version. The white bordered version, which is this $2.99. Signed autograph. This is autograph. It's not going to do me any good. All right, $1.99. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. See this green? I'm going to go ahead and click this listing because this is the card that I have. All right, they have sold 3,728 cards. All right, they want $1.99 free shipping. Dollar is going to cost around 68 to 70 cents for them to send that. Okay, current eBay, standard eBay shipping for trading cards, eBay standard envelope is what they refer to it as on eBay. It's $1.99. So I know that this person's probably going to make around $1.35, $1.40 before eBay takes their fee, because you got to pay to get it shipped. But keep in mind, Collex is going to charge $1 to ship it if you chose to let them, do your shipping label, which is the smartest thing to do. If you're not good at using a scale, you're not good at doing all those other things, you need to keep in mind that, you're trying to keep this simple. So $1.99 to me, where I'm selling it for around the same price, is I want $1 for it. Because I know that they can come here and buy it for $1.99 and get free shipping. But if I go in here to Collex and then you say, you know what, I want to go back, I want to sell this thing for $1 because I know they're going to pay $1 shipping. Now they're getting the card for $2. Or you can do it for 99 cents. That way you're still around that same price point, or you could do 90 cents to try to beat out the competition. But the whole goal here is to sell cars, not to sit on them, because you don't want to be a burden to your family one day. Because if you're not personally collecting these things, I've personally collected for years and years and years, but there's only certain things that I collect now. I started collecting in the early 90s. So let's just say I want to go ahead and say, you know what, I want 90 cents for this thing. So somebody can pay $1.90, or they can take their rear ends to eBay and buy it for $1.99. It's no skin off my back. But it's putting it there, it's putting it at a fair price instead of going, I want $20 for it. It's never going to happen. They can go on eBay, find it cheaper in a matter of seconds. But the whole goal here is to build the community, meet a few new people, trade with them. Collex doesn't support trading because there's no way they can track it. But I would not recommend trading with anyone on the app unless you've personally done business with them. Like buying cards or selling to them, what have you. Just know that the transaction is going to go good. You don't want some Joe Bob in your inbox going, hey, you want to trade? If you're up to trading, that's cool, but please don't do business trading, trading with people that you haven't done business with. Those are the things that you're trying to avoid. You're not trying to get scammed. You're not trying to do all of that. And do not ship cards out until Collect says, hey, we got the money. Here's your shipping label. Go ahead and send it out. And that's really kind of what I wanted to show you guys, kind of tutorial 1, the Collector 251. I run deals all the time. Yes, I do trade. Yes, I only collect certain players now. I have probably a little over 2 million non-sports cards, sports cards, probably 280,000 comic books, another 30,000 action figures, and another 15,000 Hot Wheels still in the pack. Yeah, I have some issues. I've been a hardcore collector and nerd for as long as I can remember, and I love the app, and that's why I decided to be an ambassador. I want to help people. I want to coach you into being successful. I want you to get some sales. I will even be willing to buy the first card from you as long as it's a player I collect and you're reasonable about your price. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to counter offer you. If you list a card for $20 and it's worth $2, I'm going to offer you $1.90. I'm just going to do it. Either you sell it or you're proud and you're going to sit on it till the day you die. Till the day you die. So you can make up your mind now to be a honest, hardworking, dependable seller on the app, or you can just price gouge people and hope that they're stupid enough to buy your cards. It's up to you. I see so many thousands of people that I run into on here, and I look at a card and go, man, I need that card, but I ain't paying no $150 for it. And they'll never sell it. And I'm never even going to offer it to them, because now that they're way out of their zone, they're already in their feelings about, hey, I'm getting a $150 for this card because I found Grandpa Otis's cards in the attic and I'm going to be a millionaire. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So I just want to encourage you guys to make sure that you're doing your proper research when listing cards for sale. That's how you list cards for sale. But if you have any questions, comments, war stories, complaints, or good recipes, make sure you hit your boy up. And I'm here to coach you every step of the way. You know, if you have questions about any minuscule thing about any of the videos that I'm putting out, reach out. You know, message me through the app. Or you can shoot me an email, thecollector251@gmail.com. I'll be glad to get back with you guys. But until now, that is how you list cards on Collex. And I would recommend highly get Collex Pro, because Collex only allows you to scan 500 cards for free, and then it starts saying, hey, you got to upgrade. But I wanted to show you guys something. On the home screen here, they actually put up here earlier, which I dismissed, that they're giving all the pro users a $10 credit. What does that mean? What does that mean, Collector251? What the heck does that mean? That means you will get a $10 credit to buy other cards from people on the app to get you acquainted with the sales process. If you ever do business with me, I'll buy your card. I'll walk you through the sales process. I'll walk you through negotiating, even if you don't feel like doing it. And I'll coach you every step of the way. You know, I am going to take some time to make sure you guys are successful. I want you to be successful and sell cards. I want you to be successful and be respected amongst the Collex community. And I just want to actually look at your cards too, to see if there's nothing that I want to buy. Because like I say, I do a lot more buying than I do selling. But my prices are fair. They're just. And if I sell a card, I want to make sure I can sleep at night. Just the last thing I got. But when you have a little over 2.5 million cards and you can get an average of probably a quarter out of them, you know, yeah, I have a likelihood of selling a few here and there. But I mainly did this to help the community. I want to meet some new friends and, you know, hopefully continually buy from you guys. But until then, man, if y'all have any questions, like I say, hit me up. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me back on Collex. And this is my username on Collex, thecollector251. So make sure you hit me up with any questions. But until next time, or if you got a video that you're having trouble with, that you need a video or a step-by-step tutorial on, and I hope to do more. But this is mainly the first of many videos that I'm going to be able to do on the channel to be able to help you guys out, answer any questions that you might have. And if you run into a specific issue and you say, hey, Ken, you know what? I'm really having a hard time with the shipping. I want to learn how to ship cards. There's a couple videos out there on how to do that. But if you want my twist on it, I'll be glad to do that on part 2. But just let me know what you think, you know, in the comments on the YouTube video as to what I need to do next. But for now, you know, the Collector's signing out, baby. Holler at y'all later on the flip. Peace.